rapport building communication flow, using questions and words and phrases in this particular manner. Now, the flow is called LIST. Okay, LIST. Basically, it's what we call an acronym. L stands for something, I stands for something, S, and so on. When the customer says something, then, okay, we are going to inject LIST inside our phone call. So when the customer says something, we are doing the L. Okay, so can anybody tell me what the L is? Leading. Okay, good idea, very good. Kamisa, what do you think L is? If you are talking and I'm supposed to use LIST, but L is the first thing I need to do, so what would that be? Exactly, that's right. Because that's the first thing. Listen, all right, in order for us to understand LIST better, I would like to have a conversation with one of you. Okay, and while we are having the conversation, more like a demo conversation, while we are having this conversation, then I will expose everything, what L stands for, what I stands for, and so on. By the time we get to the T, you will have a very good understanding of how to be interactive with the customer. And that, if you understand LIST, then the script, the ultimate script becomes easier for you to use, because then you can look at your script and break it down into various elements of LIST. Kamisa, you want to talk to me? Can you unmute?
Can.
All right, cool. Now, Kamisa, we are going to have a conversation, and this is for the benefit of you and everybody else in this forum. We would like to learn how to have interactive rapport building communication flow with the customer. We are going to use LIST in order to do that. So I need to have a conversation with you, and I will need you to say something to me. I'll tell you what to say in just a moment. Once you say something to me, then our demonstration will begin. Okay, and then I will follow the I and the S and the T so that you guys understand. Okay, Kamisa, I want you to just tell me, you can call me Shahrukh or Mr. Shahrukh, up to you. You tell me, Shahrukh, I like your tie. Okay, you just tell me that, and then we will continue from there. Go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Shahrukh.
Hi.
I like your tie.
Hey, oh, you like my tie, thanks. Okay, so when she said, I like your tie, of course, everybody wrote down listen, so that one is listen. L is for listen. If you remember, we need to listen to understand and look at the world from the customer's perspective. So while we are listening, we also I need to put myself in your brain. You said, I like your tie. Now, I asked you to tell me that you like my tie, but if we were sitting somewhere and this girl comes up to me and says, hey, I like your tie, I would love to enter her brain to see what she's thinking. Isn't it? All right. So, well, that's besides the point. So you said, I like your tie. While you are listening, try to picture their situation as if you were saying those words to someone, as if you were saying something. So what would you be going through if that happened to you? I need to figure out why you said you like my tie. Okay, so here we go. Kamisa, you will have to repeat this a few times, okay? I will keep asking you, okay, Kamisa, start again. Kamisa, start again, like that. Okay, Kamisa, start again.
Hi, Mr. Shahrukh. I like your tie.
Oh, you like my tie, thanks. Okay, when she was saying it, I was putting myself in her shoes and I was also listening, so we put the L there. But then after that, I said, oh, you like my tie, thanks. That is I, the I in LIST. Can somebody tell me what that I stands for? Oh, by the way, this the word that comes to your mind doesn't have to start with I, could start with any other letter. As long as it means the same thing, I will accept it. Let's do this again, so I remind you again. Kamisa, you don't have to say hi, Mr. Shahrukh, just say I like your tie, okay? Kamisa, go ahead.
I like your tie.
Oh, you like my tie? Thanks. All right. So what is I, guys? Response. Okay. Okay. Kamisa, what do you think? What is I? Oh, you like my tie? Thanks.
Interesting.
Sorry?
Interest.
Interest. Okay. Okay. Interest. Showing interest in what you said. Right. And like I said, that word doesn't have to start with an I. It could start with any other letter, as long as any other word that means the same thing that I'm thinking would be okay. Can you think of another word? Shahrukh, I like your tie. Oh, you like my tie. Thanks. Okay. All right. Here's what I feel that it is definitely response. I is basically me letting Kamisa know that I understand what she said. Now, in an interactive conversation, Kamisa needs to know that I understand exactly what she's trying to tell me. So I also need to let her know that I understand. You know, it's very normal when you're talking to people, if you're talking to somebody, and if you feel that this person is not listening to you, or this person doesn't understand what you're saying, that makes you feel a little uncomfortable, isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it? Like if you're talking to a friend at lunch and you're trying to explain a story, but your friend is not really acknowledging, you know, like you are talking about something important to you and the friend keeps eating, right? And not really giving you much of a response. So that becomes a bit uncomfortable, and that becomes uncomfortable for the customer if they are trying to tell us something. So, Shahrukh, I like your tie. Oh, you like my tie? Thanks. That's basically acknowledging what the customer said, letting them know that I understand what they said, which is the same thing as indicate your understanding. Indicating my understanding to you. Kamisa says, I like your tie. I say, oh, you like my tie? Thanks. I let her know that I understand that she likes my tie, and I thanked her for saying that. So basically, if you look here, use the occasional I see, okay. Like if you ask your customer, have you done any other, okay, I'm talking to Kamisa now. If you ask your customer, have you ever done any other certifications before? Have you ever attended any other certification programs? So the guy says, yes, I have attended artificial intelligence certification. So Kamisa would reply, I see artificial intelligence. That's it. So when you say, I see artificial intelligence, you are summarizing everything that the customer said in their statement. And that makes the customer feel confident that you understand what they're saying. This is actually for rapport building. People need to know that you understand, and they also need to know that you're able to communicate the fact that you understand. So indicate understanding. You like my tie? Oh, you like my tie. Thanks. Now, Kamisa, can we start again?
I like your tie.
Oh, you like my tie? Thanks. What is it about my tie that you like? Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Okay, so now S. What is S? Okay, let's do this again. Kamisa?
I like your tie.
Oh, you like my tie? Thanks. What is it about my tie that you like? Don't answer it. So that what is it about my tie that you like? What is that? Under S. Listening, response, curiosity. Yes, definitely curiosity. Sensitivity, sure. So if I'm curious about something about you, what would I do? If I'm curious about something about you, you said something and I'm curious about it, you know, what would what I don't want to give it up, you know, I need the answer from you. So I'll do this again. Oh, you like my tie? Thanks. What is it about my tie that you like? And this, what is it about my tie that you like? That is S. Now, the word that you are thinking of doesn't have to start with an S. Could be any other word, as long as it means the same thing. Think about it. I'm challenging your brain. Response. Okay. Basically, the S is that probing question. Remember probing. So S is the the continuity in the interaction with the customer. So customer says, I like your tie. Kamisa says, I like your tie. I can end the conversation there very simply. I can say, thank you. Right? So she says, I like your tie. I say, thank you, game over. No more conversation. But in order to continue the conversation, I will say, oh, you like my tie? Thanks. What is it about my tie that you like? Which is the same as solicit required information. In other words, ask a question. Soliciting is basically trying to ask. Lawyers will normally ask a lot of questions, and that's why they are called solicitors. So solicit required information. These are your empathic questions that lead the customer's mind to relive the pain and also the positive aspects of your product. So solicit required information. What is it about my tie that you like? Okay, Kamisa, now when I say what is it about my tie that you like, you just simply say I like the color. Okay, so we start again.
I like
Kamisa,
your tie.
Oh, you like my tie? Thanks. What is it about my tie that you like?
I like the color.
Okay, now she says I like the color. I am now, because she has said something, I am going to jump back up to the L again. Okay, I'm going to jump back up to the L again because she says she likes the color. So now I'm thinking she likes purple, black, and gray color ties. I'm thinking she likes purple, black, and gray. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, she likes this tie. She's not afraid to express herself by telling me she likes it. And at the same time, she likes the color purple in a tie. All right, let's start again.
I like your tie.
Oh, you like my tie? Thanks. What is it about my tie that you like?
I like the color.
Oh, you like the color. That's wonderful. Thank you. That tells me something about my choice of colors. Would you like to know how to get a tie like this, maybe for your brother or your dad or somebody? Now you can say yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now we will now do this again in a smooth manner so that everybody understands how we are using this LIST. Okay. Kamisa, start.
I like your tie.
Oh, you like my tie? Thanks. What is it about my tie that you like?
I like the color.
Oh, you like the color. I see. Would you like to know how to get a tie like this, maybe for your brother or your dad or someone?
Yes.
Oh, you'd like that. Okay. Well, basically, now here I'm opening up the T for you guys. Basically, all you need to do is go to KLCC, and you go up the lift, and maybe the third floor, you come out of the lift, go to the left, and if you go about another maybe 5 to 10 seconds, you will see a shop on the right hand side. The name of the shop is XYZ, and they have a lot of ties like this there. I bought this tie over there. So now this explanation that I gave is the T. Okay, tell the customer what to expect. Now this is actually not a final T, you know, because you will be saying a few things, then you will ask a question. Then you will put yourself in their shoes again, understand what they're saying, indicate your understanding. Then if you have another question, you ask another question. Then you tell them a little bit about your product in terms of creating pictures in their minds. Then you ask another question. Then they will answer again. So the process goes on until you want the call to, until you want to get to a point where you bring the call to a close. So LIST is the best way to have an interactive conversation with customers.